Parents who have genuinely stopped loving their child. What happened? I have 3 kids, had 3 kids, and I loved them all equally. At least that's what I told myself. My oldest, Michael, was always different. Even as a toddler, he had this coldness about him. The other parents would joke, that one's going to be a CEO someday, when he'd methodically take toys from other children. We laughed it off. By middle school, things got darker. Our pets started disappearing. The neighbor's cat was found mutilated. Michael always had perfect explanations, but something in his eyes made my skin crawl when he'd say, "Mom, why would I do something like that?" His siblings started locking their bedroom doors at night. My youngest would whisper, "Michael scares me," and I'd assure her everything was fine while doubting it myself. When Michael was 15, we found journals hidden in his room. Pages and pages of detailed fantasies about hurting people, specifically his family. Names, methods, drawings. His therapist called it concerning but not immediately actionable. "He's just processing difficult emotions," she said. Many teenagers have dark thoughts. I wanted to believe her. I desperately wanted to. Then came that night. I still wake up screaming about it sometimes. I heard noises from my daughter's room around 2 a.m. When I opened the door, Michael was standing over her bed with a kitchen knife. He wasn't doing anything yet, just standing there, watching her sleep, knife dangling from his fingers. "I was just checking on her," he said calmly. "I heard a noise." "With a knife?" My voice was barely a whisper. He shrugged. "I thought there might be an intruder." I took the knife and sent him to bed. The next morning, I found gasoline cans hidden in the basement. The lock on the gas line to our stove had been tampered with. And in Michael's desk drawer, a list titled Order of Operations with all our names. We went to the police. They said they couldn't do anything until he actually committed a crime. The psychiatrist increased his medications. We installed locks, cameras, alarms. We lived like prisoners while the predator slept down the hall. "You're overreacting," Michael said with a smile that never reached his eyes. "I would never hurt my family." 3 weeks later, my husband woke to find Michael standing in our doorway just watching us sleep. The next night, same thing. Then my youngest daughter's bedroom window was found open from the inside during a frigid winter night. That's when I realized I didn't love him anymore. There was no maternal instinct left. When I looked at him, I felt nothing but fear. "What happens when we can't stay awake anymore?" my husband whispered one night. "What happens when we miss something?" We made the impossible decision. We found a secure residential treatment facility 3 states away. When we told Michael, he didn't react at all. No anger, no sadness, nothing. "You're sending me away because you're afraid of me," he stated flatly. "We're sending you away because you need help we can't provide," I said. He smiled. "You don't love me anymore. I can tell." And he was right. The love had been replaced by something else. A horrible emptiness where maternal love should be. The staff at the facility later told us Michael scored in the highest percentile for psychopathic traits they'd ever recorded. That was 2 years ago. My other children are thriving now that they feel safe. We still pay for Michael's care. We check on his progress. We do everything parents should do.